Due to boomer dudes being afraid to show physical affection, prior to 1970 it was illegal for two men to be filmed while hugging. Therefore today we're attempting possibly the most important VFX shot of all time. Today we're turning this stock footage clip into a generation-defining shot of two gents hugging it out on Super 8 film. We'll use this VHS footage of my pal and I hugging for reference.
Let's go lick the world, let's get it done.
There's only two problems. One, this was shot on a VHS camera, not film, so it's objectively a terrible reference. So we're gonna swap this out for a still of two dudes carrying John Wayne. This is carrying, not hugging, okay? We're still making history. The other issue is I'm a VFX artist, not a professional colorist. And because there's already a ton of videos showing how to use the software, we're gonna do this a little bit differently.
Get him in there.
Instead of digging through each feature, I'm gonna go over how you can expect to add this tool to your pipeline as a VFX artist and filmmaker, and whether or not it's worth the price. Dehancer is letting me use their plugin for free for this video, as well as giving me a promo code that gives you all a 10% discount. But as you'll see, I will be giving a very fair and honest review. This tool is rad as hell, but it's not for everyone. Dehancer claims to make your footage look like film, and as you can see, in that regard, it works. What I want to highlight today are the two things that I think indie filmmakers and visual effects artists are going to get out of this plugin. High quality grain and look development. The thing that stood out to me the most when doing tests was the quality of the grain. When integrating CG objects into live action footage, grain is one of the final pieces that marries everything together. The reason Dehancer's grain looks so good is that it isn't just overlaying a bunch of grain on top of the footage. It's actually using a complex physical modeling of a film emulsion to get the final effect. Dehancer actually literally has an entire blog post that explains how this all works. I don't understand a lot of it, but it's pretty cool. You should check it out. Now, when I say look development, I'm talking about that final stage of the process where you're really trying to figure out what are the colors of your film. So for example, this is a final grade for my Colorist, but this is the node graph that he made. I don't know how to do that. The dude who made that, his name is Lukas Bryant. He's a brilliant colorist. Everyone should hire him. His website is in the description. This is where Dehance comes into play. With just a single node, I was able to test out a ton of different looks that all worked pretty damn good out of the box. You don't have the control that a proper colorist would need for final export, but for exploration and experimentation, it's an incredibly useful tool. So, is it worth it? Dehancer Pro is $449 for a lifetime license. And so, to be honest, I wouldn't really have a need for it at the moment. I don't do enough high-end color work where clients are asking for a specifically filmic look. And quite honestly, the Resolve Filmic Look plugin that comes with Resolve does about 70% of the same things that Dehancer does. As a VFX artist though, the $99 for the film grain tool, which is purchasable by itself, would definitely be something I'd be looking to purchase. I'll be using Dehancer's grain tools exclusively for my VFX pipeline moving forward. In my mind, the pro version of this tool that comes with all the bells and whistles is really just for two different people. High-end colorists and filmmakers who have a very specific affinity for creating filmic style content. If you're going to be using it on every single video you make, then yeah, it could be worth it. But if not, it's a specialized tool, and not every indie filmmaker or content creator is going to require this level of production value. It's incredibly powerful, but the price tag reflects that. So if you do think it's something that you want, check out the description for this video. There's a 10% discount code for it. Again, I do think it's an incredibly powerful tool, but I just don't think I would necessarily recommend it to everyone. Also, the Dehancer Colorist Awards are currently going on, so if you end up buying the tool or already have it, I definitely recommend applying because the prizes are pretty unreal and it's free to apply. Today, we saved an entire generation of broken men, and we talked about a plugin. So, good job, guys. We did it.